Before we begin, I got some questions on Instagram like, did you move? Like, what's up with the new room? I did not move. I broke up with my boyfriend. We'd been living together for like 2 years. I was the one who did the breaking. And it sucks in some ways, but in other ways, I can finally recognize myself again. Okay, let's stop talking about this right now. What is this video about? You all need to stop looking online to find your sense of style. Obviously, I benefit from people like finding inspo online. Like, I'm literally a fashion content creator. As someone who's like interested in fashion and makes videos on the internet about fashion, I rarely actually incorporate things I see online into my own wardrobe. Most of my fashion inspo doesn't come from people online, so if you want to skip the middleman, which is me, who's digesting all of this for you, this is what you got to do. So I do recognize that I'm in the unique position of living in a city. Relevant to what I am saying, I'm filming right by the window, so if you hear like motorcycles, ignore it. I do recognize that I'm in the unique position of living in a city, specifically New York City, where there are a ton of people living authentically with their own sense of style. There are a lot of people to look at and a lot of people dressing cool. But my sense of style comes not from the internet, you know, get influenced by some things, but it's really not that. Like, I feel like most of the time the things I remember that I was like influenced to incorporate into my own style of dressing or closet or like styling choices comes from people I meet or people I see in real life. So I'm talking friends and I am talking about strangers. Let me give you an example. Recently, I've incorporated like a bandana into my summer sense of style. I've talked about this a little bit. That did not come from the internet, although it is all over the internet. Like, you have like Billie Eilish wearing it, like a bunch of trendsetters wearing this. Didn't get it from the internet. I got it from the hot guy who works at my pizza place and a random guy at the gym one time. I saw both of these men wearing the bandanas and I was like, okay, I'll buy it. I want to wear it too. That was not the internet. And I also think that always looking to the internet for fashion inspo, it really is gonna like lead you straight into the comparison trap. If you're trying to think about like how everyone else is dressing, like all the cool people are dressing, the internet is gonna give you a skewed perception of reality, because the people you see posting their outfits on the internet are people who are specifically interested in fashion. A lot of them also might have a vested interest in being like as trendy as possible, though I think there are different types of creators. But I make fashion content because like I am interested in fashion, and also because like I know there's not like a big resource of specifically dressing androgynously, and like that's what I do, and it's like for the queers. Like, I'm making the content for the MBs, for the trans people. But, you know, like, I'm non-binary. I wanted to feel like I looked cool in the way that I was dressing, and I wanted to share that with other people so you didn't have to go through the trial and error. But me personally, I don't really look to the internet for style inspo. I've done it for a video of like recreating a Pinterest outfit, but like I've never really gone on Pinterest and like genuinely found fashion inspo that actually felt like, yeah, like I want that. It's really useful if I'm like looking for examples of certain types of outfits for like videos and stuff, but like going there for like an outfit to recreate just sounds bad to me, because you're just going to be comparing yourself to that image that has a ton of traction. It's a bad game, you know? It's just setting you up to feel insecure. And it also might lead you to feeling like you need to trend chase to like keep up with the people who literally like do this as their job. And I definitely like made the mistake of like participating in trends, and sometimes they stick around in my closet and sometimes they do not. It is easier to compare yourself to an image or a video that you can watch for like as long as you want. You can just stare at, compare yourself to that person. If it's like an image, like it is so easy to compare yourself versus like being in real life. And you see something on somebody and you're like, oh, I kind of want to recreate that. And then you go home and do it, and you're not going to see the person again. You're probably not going to see them again. Or like maybe you do, but it's like not on the same day. They're not looking the same exact way. It allows for a lot less comparison when you are going in real life. Some people say like the internet's not reality. I don't really believe that. Like, as somebody who like posts and stuff a lot, like I exist online in a way, you know, it's curated, it's edited, everything, but like, so the internet is very real. It takes up a big part of my life. It takes up a big part of a lot of our lives, so I'm not gonna like write it off as like not something real or not something that you want to experience. Like, I like experiencing it. I think it's really cool, but I also think it's important to exist in your real life space. Something I've noticed when I have like heightened senses is that I open Instagram and it just feels bad to me. I have to close it. I'm like, oh no, get me away from here. So I encourage you to, instead of looking at people online, copy the hot people you see in real life, specifically the people you think are hot. That's what I do. It's usually people who I think are really hot, because I'm like, well, I want to be hot too. I'm gonna copy them. Are you in a position where you could like go outside and like see cool people and copy their style, or is that like just not accessible to you? I do understand that if you live in a really insular community, this might not work for you. Maybe what I'm saying just does not apply to a lot of people. I feel like it could apply. You know, there are cool, hot people everywhere, right? Right? I hope so, for all of our sakes. Feel it out with the vibes, everyone. The vibes, very important. Can I share with you some extremely unhinged lyrics I wrote yesterday? Try to dig deep, find some sympathy. I can see you're just another man, taller than me, giving nothing. God, you're really just another man. I get mood swings, think you're ugly, but I can't stop picturing your hands on my belly, pulling me deep. God, you really fucking up my plans. I forgot that lyric for a second. Anyway, I can finally write songs again, guys. The sense of clarity is actually so overwhelming. I like to hurt a little bit. I like to hurt a little bit. It's fucked up. It's toxic. Oh, but I'm an artist. Okay, love you. Bye.